decision making. Like I got some big decisions to make with some investments. Like, am I going to do a specific investment or am I going to do some other investment? I don't really want to go into details on this video on it, but I'm looking at some properties that I might be purchasing. But I've got to get prepared for that. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to go buy a property like today or tomorrow or anything. It's just getting, I don't want to say my mindset ready, even though it is a mindset thing too, because the properties I'm looking at is international. And the only properties I've ever purchased was in the United States. I've done tons of property deals. Over 100, I believe by now. But that was like 5 years ago, pre-COVID, because I had a partner and everything, and I did it with that partner for like 20 years. Right? So I definitely have been in that space in real estate investing, but doing it all on my own with my own company, I haven't done that route. So yes, it is a mindset shift when it comes to that and taking the role of just doing everything myself this time around, even though, like I said, I've been doing real estate investing for a very long time, taking out loans, doing all that stuff with the bank and stuff, and looking at deals. So I've definitely made some great deals over the last 20 years. But with that being said, it's now taking it all into myself and my own company and dictating like what direction do I want to go from here. Because essentially the properties I used to invest in is not properties I want to invest in anymore. Go figure, right? So I don't want to do vacation homes, and I don't want to do Airbnbs, and I don't want to do townhouses, and I don't want to do apartment buildings, and I don't want to do single family homes. I really want to do something else. And that's where I kind of like, I really want to do this international thing. But I'm thinking more of the loan standpoint, like maybe a lender instead of just buying a property where I would lease it. I would become like the bank and just loan money. But again, it's little things like that I'm just trying to work out over the next couple days. My goal is like completely know what I want to do by the end of this month. I had myself a deadline. And there's a couple things I also want to get prepared for to make that kind of shift in the direction of my goals and direction of what I see as the next big thing for my family legacy, my growth in finances and investments. So, there's that. And then there's also, some things that I'm kind of considering reinvesting into my business. Like, do I want to put more money into my business to grow it more, or kind of just like downsize some things, like take away some things to really focus down on just certain aspects of my business. So again, it's these decisions that you have to make when you're your own boss, when you're your own provider, when you're your own investor. So, that's just those life things that I have grown accustomed to get uncomfortable in the situations, but there's always a deadline because I can't wait forever, or the opportunity is missed, the finances are spent on other stuff that comes up in life, like repairs or issues with you could say health or car, or it doesn't matter what it is. It always comes up. So that's why you have to make these decisions fast. And I feel like I've been wasting so much time. I wasted so much money because I already wasted so much time making these decisions in the past, where I got into relationships that didn't serve me, that kind of took me out of that investor mindset, more into the lack mindset, because these relationships were more from a different standpoint, because I didn't have my knowledge, I didn't have my experience. So every time I was like bringing up these conversations, like I couldn't have these conversations with the relationships that I was holding. And this could be platonic as well as romantic. And so I realized this over the last, I would say really 2 weeks, that how much the people that I chose to be in my life was really affecting my finances and my goals and what I want to do in my life moving forward. Not to being, in a committed relationship and being single and stuff like that. Even though, like I said, my goal is still to be in a relationship and eventually get remarried and find that perfect partner and stuff to enjoy life with. But right now, I just don't see that with anybody that I currently know or has pursued me up thus far. So that's fine. Like no big deal or anything like that. I just hold a lot of relationships in higher regard and think that people know more about my goals and my life and everything because I put a lot on social media. But then I find out that we're just not on the same wavelength and we're not on the same path, even though I thought we were. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I felt that there were stronger connections than essentially there was, which is my own, flaw I've noticed, as well as it might be from my early upbringings. I know a lot of it has to do with early upbringings where, I definitely know I have like abandonment wounds that I have dealt with time and time again. I have gotten a lot better about identifying it quickly and kind of like putting myself more in a relaxed state and getting out of anxiety and doing a lot more self-care and diving back into me and my goals and what my wants and stuff and putting myself back as the main character of my life. But just identifying that earlier and faster has really helped because I can now see more patterns. The more people I have dealt with on an individual basis, like I said, platonically in relationship with wise has really helped, actually, even though it has been challenging and yes, it's been an emotional roller coaster over the last couple of years in some cases. It really has helped me find patterns of people I chose to, like I said, give my time to or my energy to or trust even to even invest in. And now I can make better decisions moving forward. And of course, like I said, it might always hold me back in some regard because, that is a very early foundational point in my life. And it could be rewritten mentally in a certain aspect, but essentially it is what was the building block to who I am today. So as long as I don't totally do a personality shift and become somebody totally different, I'm always going to have those flaws. But it's identifying those flaws and working through them and taking care of myself better when situations arise that I felt could go differently. So like I said, it's been a lot of inner reflection and just identifying those flaws in myself.